All right, so let's look at number 11. I've got x minus 2y equals 4. All right, so my goal here is to get that y by itself. So, Julian, what would I try to get rid of first? Okay, and that's a 1x, but you can put the 1 there if you want or not. It doesn't matter. So, it is positive right now. So, to get rid of it, what do I need to do? Subtract that x, which will get rid of it on the left side. Subtract it over here. I'm going to bring down my negative 2y. And, Julian, what do I get when I do 4 minus x? Good. We can't do anything, so we just get 4 minus x. Can't put those together. Biggest mistake I see on this is kids try to put it together and say maybe it's like 3x or something like that. But just write it down. You can't put those two together. All right, Zane, now we want to get that y by itself, so we just need to get rid of that negative 2. How can we get rid of that negative 2? Nope. We're going to divide. So since that number is right next to the y, we got to divide in this case. Yep. That's a good question, right? Because that's not so bad. This, right? So every variable always has a number in front of it, even if it's not written there. What number is there? Let's put a 1 right there. Okay? And we can divide negative 1 by 2. Well, it doesn't go evenly, but we can divide 1 by 2. So that'll cancel. So y equals 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2. What is negative 1 divided by negative 2? It's not 2. It is going to be positive because negative divided by negative gives me a positive. We can't do it because 1's smaller than 2, right? So we're just going to leave it 1/2. It may help you there. That's your slope. Think about it as reducing a fraction each time, right? If you have negative over negative, it will become positive. But otherwise, leave it a fraction unless it does divide evenly, right? Okay, so this would be solved for y. You would be done. But if I asked you, you'll say, Caroline, what's the slope of that line? It is not the negative 2. It's a little confusing because this one's written backwards from the way that we see sometimes. Our slope is always the number that's next to that x right there. So it's going to be the 1/2 right there. Easton, what would the negative 2 be? That's your y-intercept. Okay? Questions on 11? Make sure you're writing it down as we go because we will eventually do this worksheet. No. Well, if you're paying good attention, probably not. Probably not going to do that to you. Let's look at number 9. It's a little different. Nine's a little different, and if you were doing the worksheet yesterday, 9's different than what you guys were doing. Oh, it is 21. Thank you. All right, so, again, I'm trying to get this y right here by itself. So, Vince, what would I need to get rid of first? The 21, right? The 3's right next to that y, so I'm going to hold off till last for it. So, what would I do to get rid of that 21? Add 21. And when you add it, you can't really do this, right? So, what am I going to write here when I got 12x plus 21? Perfect. All right, I just have to leave it like that. I can't put those together. So then, again, my goal is to get this y right here by itself. Alyssa, that means I need to get rid of that 3. How could I get rid of that 3? Okay, I'm going to divide by 3 and make sure you divide everything by 3. And this one works out kind of nicely because 12 divided by 3 is 4. So I got 4x plus 7, so the fractions do go away on that one. And so, Laura, what's the slope of that line? Good. And Hank, what's my y-intercept? So, good. Okay. All right, questions? All right, let's do a hard one. Let's do number 3. Yeah, 8's hard too, but 3, we'll do 3 first. So these are harder than what you guys were doing yesterday, those of you that worked ahead. Oh. What's the problem here? Usually, what do we want to get by itself? Here's the problem. I've got 2 of them. So, the first thing I got to do is get the y's together, because I can't solve for y if the y's aren't together, right? So, how am I going to get these together? Since they're on opposite sides of the equal sign, I've got to add or subtract one of them. So I'm going to subtract this 2y. You could move the 5, but this will keep me from getting a negative if I do it this way. So I can put these together because they're both y. So I have 3y plus 8 equals negative 3x plus 5. So if you have more than one y or more than one x, you got to get those together first before you can really do anything with it. Okay, so remember, our goal is to get the y by itself. That's what we're trying to do. So over there I have a 3 and 8. Wade, what should I try to get rid of first? The 8. What should I do with it to get rid of it? Okay, I'm going to subtract that 8. What should I subtract the 8 from? Since I've got a 5 over here, I can subtract the 8 from the 5. So that's where I'm going to subtract it. Okay, so I got 3y equals negative 3x. 5 minus 8 is negative 3. Okay, here. Now I need to get this y by itself, which means I got to get rid of that 3. I'm going to divide everything by 3 here. So y is going to equal, you can put a negative 1 here. I'm just going to put a negative x. It makes it look fancier and sleeker there. Minus 1. But if you have a negative 1x minus 1, that's correct. All right, questions? No, it's 11:31. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to assign this for homework, but do not lose it because we are going to look at it at the beginning of class on Monday. So, again, you do not have any homework, but let's see. I probably need to check back through your stuff, Presley. One of yours might be a quiz, but you got some stuff missing. Allison, Owen, Zach, Hank, Katie did hers this morning. We got hers made up. Caroline, Passion, Vince, Marley, Zane, and Alyssa. You guys all have at least one thing missing. Unless I forgot to mark you off the list. I don't think I have. So try to do some of that this weekend. Because next Friday, after next Friday, I can't take anything. And if you're missing something after next Friday, you are going to have to take the final exam for this class. Okay?